It's weird. Andrew talked about buying a car. I've seen like local car dealership commercials that have started touting their contactless car buying options. It's like, who goes and buys like isn't part of the process normally you go on a test drive, you check out like all the different ones? Like who's like, yes, I would like a car. I would like to pick it up at 3 p.m. and I'm not going to talk to anybody. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited about the not talking to anybody part of that, but it just seems weird that you could like buy a car and then not talk to anybody and then just get in it and drive off the lot.
Now's the best time to do it for you, Gus.
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess they can't. I mean, you could probably do like a dead drop of the keys for a test drive, surely. Like just arrange where the car is and go and find it and drive it and then put it back.
What they should do is make a cold mailbox where they can put the keys in the mailbox. You just drive by, pick up the keys. They're nice and cold, ready to go.
Cold keys do sound nice.
Why does that sound nice?
I don't know. It's starting to get warm here, starting to get hot. It'd be nice to have like some cold keys in your pocket. You like reach like,
don't you love it when your keys are cold?
Yeah, because they're not usually cold. It's a nice little change.
Like things that are good cold, right? That aren't food. A pillow. Maybe a pair of jeans on a hot day. Keys, though. Keys?
I've never experimented. Should I put my keys in the fridge? Should we find out?
Yes.
Says yes.
What else is good cold that isn't food?
Ice.
Polar ice caps. Yeah, that's good cold.
Obviously, like drinks and stuff that you'd want cold.
Let's still qualify that as food. You're still ingesting it.
I guess that was silly of me.
That was idiotic, yeah.
I think you nailed it with pillow, right? It's like the cool side of the pillow. That's the number one.
Undisputed champ pillow for things you want cold.
I wouldn't want cold jeans though, even on a hot day. Like there's something about getting dressed. I don't like putting on cold clothes, and I've done that before, and it sucks.
Even when it's like super hot here, because I feel like that would be really refreshing when it's incredibly hot. When we're in the dead of summer here.
I guess like I've never had that scenario happen to me because if it's summertime, the AC is running in my place, so I don't wake up hot wanting to put on cold clothes. And I can't think of a scenario where I'd be like outside in the heat and be like, oh, I'm going to put on this ice cold pair of jeans now that just happened to be here.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
What feels better? Coming home after it's a hot summer day, you come home, you get inside, you step inside your place, and it's like brisk and cool and crisp and feels great, AC humming. Or it's cold outside, it's wintertime, you take a pair of like flannel pajamas out of the dryer, slip those puppies on.
That one. That's way better.
One. Absolutely. Yeah. Being cold and then walking into something like a warm place, instant satisfaction.
That being said, I have an idea. Guys, this is a growth market. We're going to be disruptors here. Everyone at home usually has a washer and a dryer. We're going to invent a clothes chiller. That way, when it's hot and it's summer, you can put your clothes in there and then it'll cool them down and you can put them on and you can have the reverse feeling where it's hot and you have cold clothes putting on.
Well, how does it make it cold?
Science.
Gus, this is a great idea. We should even be able to store like other items in it, like drinks and maybe like ice and maybe like meat we want to keep fresh for a long time.
Yeah.
What could you call it?
I don't know. Maybe a cool maker. There it is.
Well, you are frigid when you put it on, so I'm thinking something along the lines of frigid, fridge, maybe for short.
Is that relation to refrigerator, frigid?
I don't know.
Like
I doubt so.
I don't walk outside and get oveny. But I feel like, Gus, all you're describing, you were comparing it to a washer and a dryer. You were just describing a washer without a dryer.
It's not going to be wet. Don't be stupid.
But if it's cold, if you've got a cold item in a hot room, it's wet.
No, what? That's not at all.
What do you mean?
It's a dry, cool piece of clothing.
It can't be dry and cool if your surroundings are hot, surely. Because it will just condense all the hot air into your cold item.
No.
I've heard some people put their jeans in the freezer when they're dirty, and apparently that keeps them fresh. You guys have heard this before?
I
Well,
have heard that. Yeah.
Well, I think that probably is basing it on like because what usually causes like odor and like smell is bacteria, and freezing it would kill the
Hence
germs
the
and bacteria.
cold keys for your test drive. They're bacteria free.
Eric
you
says
know-
that doesn't work.
You
So
know
he
what
tried
would
it.
be better at killing bacteria than cold keys? Really hot keys. Right?
But then the metal will burn your hand.
Yeah, you'll hurt yourself with that.
From the makers of cold keys comes molten keys.
Oh yeah, someone who is this whale poops in chat says that I'm right. It's called a dryer, not a heater. Fair point.
All right.
I never thought about it that way. Could you? Yeah, I feel like there's just those appliances, things that you just take for granted, like the dryer. Like I'm really thinking about it now. Like, is it stupid that you have an item that does that?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of places that don't. Like, I heard somewhere recently that a lot of places in Europe, like dryers aren't as common. People tend to air dry or lay flat a lot of things,
Right.
or they have like things outside to hang things to dry more commonly than actually owning a dryer.
In England, I would always just hang stuff outside, just if it wasn't raining. But
Yeah.
here, if I do that, it just gets everything is covered in bugs. I end up with
Yeah.
like 50% coverage and flies and stuff
And pollen.
and pollen. Yeah, it just gets dirty.
Yeah, if stuff needs to hang to dry for me, I just hang it like on my shower rod, like, or somewhere in the house instead of outside.
It's probably safer. Less bugs and less pollen.
Yeah. Something I've really appreciated about working from home, and I tweeted about this the other day, and I don't know if you guys could relate as much, but I have a lot of clothing items that need to be hung to dry or lay flat to dry because they don't go in the dryer. And none of the clothes I've been wearing need to do that because it's all like shitty sweatpants and t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So doing my laundry is so much faster now.
Are you getting excited at the speed of your laundry?
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, oh, I have to do laundry. Oh, that's fine. Like, I'll just put it in the washer. It'll be done. Then I can put everything in the dryer. It's the easiest thing. I don't
I've
have
been
to sort through every fucking item and be like, this one needs to be hung. This one needs to be lay flat.
I'm still trying to maintain as much normalcy as possible, so I'm still trying to wear the same clothes that I would wear even when I go into the office.
So you're wearing like jeans and stuff?
Well, from the part you can see on camera.
Well, that doesn't count. It doesn't count at all.
I had been wearing jeans. I think last week I finally gave up and I started wearing shorts.
Well, maybe if you kept them in the freezer, you'd be more inclined to wear them.
That's what I'm saying.
You mean the chiller?
The Frigidaire.
It's the make colder. I think we've all decided. This is how the idea falls apart. We
I
can't
thought
decide
it was
on
the
the name.
cool maker.
The cool maker. There it is. The cool maker.
Wait, isn't that Mentos? Oh, that's a fresh maker.
Fresh maker.